Okay, I think this thing is on. Hey yo everybody, I'm Braxton Wise of Third Coffee Studio. We're currently drawing a cat being ridden by a frog. And I don't know. That's all I have to say. Frog on cat. This definitely needs a better name. All right. We'll do the fur on its own layer. Maybe we'll have more than one layer. I have not really. I have to figure out how to draw fur. That's all there is to it. And we have to hope that the software problems don't persist today. It may have been fixed though. I'm gonna look for a reference. We're gonna look for here. So we're gonna look for some kind of stripe reference. They're not that clear in this one. I had found one earlier that was just what I wanted. These are clear enough to let's find our folder. These are clear enough to see. It's already JPEG too. Good. This will be good. This is reference for the stripes, not not the cat itself. Of course, this does have an arm position or hand leg, front leg position, right? It has a front leg position that's similar to like what we have, so that could be helpful in the sketch. That could help fix some of the problems I'm having with the way that the cat is shaped. Let's see, that is under frog on cat. There. Okay, just to have that open. Boom and boom. Okay. Lost my stylus. Okay, this does not have to be huge, because we just need like pattern stuff. So I think first of all, hold on, I did not have focus. Nope, I have to fix everything now. Yeah, sorry, I did not have focus in the window, and when I pressed spacebar it started flipping out my other pictures. Okay, I'm still testing to see if this has that same swimmy feel. I have a feeling it's still gonna be there, but I would love for it to be fixed. Okay, let's worry about fixing this first. Leg fix, okay. I don't want to redo all the layers. Even the sketch underneath, I want to just do what I normally do, which is to just paint on top of everything and sort of create a mask of my own. Like with the color picker, I can just mask that off. And then just transfer it down to like here. Yeah. That back down there. Taken from that picture, we could be looking at just grab some kind of, yeah, we'll just grab this. It's gonna be more like this, I think. And this, I don't believe would be doing it this way. I also think we're a little too shortened, or lengthened, I mean. I'll grab my divider here. Makes it easier for me to figure out the heights of these things. Alright, so on this thing, if we use that other cat as a model, that head height, right, basically that's the chest height. From the base of the chin down. So if we go from there, like this, that's basically fine. Okay, so I think we had the proportion all right. So then all we have to do is try to figure out how this leg would be. I feel like maybe part of it is that that I have this off. It's feeling weird. And how far back would this go? Like that, maybe? Alright, let's do a little coloring and see if... See what that looks like. Corrections on the fly. Maybe too far back. Oh, that feels weird. Why did that feel strange? It is kind of a large wedge shape, isn't it? From about halfway between here and here. Actually, I think we kind of have it. Right. This should be where the elbow meets the body, I think. I mean, elbow should meet the body. I don't think I said that right. Right, and it should come back past this, I think. Yeah, let's go with that for now. Let's see, should I thicken that out? Yeah, because it's pretty wide up here. I like that. We'll leave that little bit like a little fluff. No. We'll just leave it as is. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm good with that. So let's just commit that. Just drop that down. And then we'll use this one for a layer above all that. Do I need the stitches right here on top? Well, they need to be underneath. They need to be above this. But they don't need... They don't need to be on top of everything. I'm kind of happy with this. I think I want to mess with the hat a little bit, but we're going to leave that as it is. I'm not liking that here, but let's grab these colors and put references over here again. Better reference colors. Which layer were they on? Oh crap. Hold on now. Wait, just on the stitches layer? Right, because that was the stitch colors that I used, so of course. Crap. I thought I had that set to size opacity. I did not. In the future, I think I'm going to put all my stuff on a separate color layer. Have one layer just for keeping my colors. What was I in the middle of? Oh, right. I don't think we need these, but I'll grab a brush. I think it's the same thing as that one. This is the one I want. I'm not sure how to treat the edge of this, but I don't know. I don't like the color of it. I think I would want it to be oh, I see. Wait a minute. Did we put all that on the thing? We did. It's on the wrong layer. I hate working with layers. I don't know about this one. We'll use that as a shadow for this. Like the light is hitting this way. And so the cat will cast a little bit of a shadow onto this bit. So we'll have that transition into this color though. I don't like this one. And I'm hating my voice today. I can hear my mic looping through my headphones because I monitor through the headphones, but I don't sound like me today. I think my mic is off, which usually it isn't. I just feel like some days it sounds different than others. What's up, Strider? Welcome in. I'm just going through my normal neurotic process. Okay. You gonna run? You mean you can't stay? FB run. Okay. I see that football. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. I hope you have a good day. Of course, your day is like mostly over, I would suppose. As the weather heats up, just general information for anybody. We'll be starting the live stream earlier in the day. Let's see if that's a thing. This needs to be a shade. Like a shade darker. Here, let's use the button. Remember to use the button. I went to all the trouble of making buttons for these. I tell you what, switching the GPU scheduling back on has lowered the desktop window manager load. Weirdly. Load on my GPU, I mean. Which is weird because it's supposed to offload that stuff to the GPU to save the CPU, but it reduced the GPU load, which was like over 20%, and now it's down to like 2%. Right? Ayo, woo woo. This is looking awfully jank. Well, we have to clean up this shape. First of all, that's why it looks so terrible. I changed the legs on the cat. We also need to name the cat, I think. See? I think this looks more natural. And you're like a cat person, right? Or at least you have a cat. That doesn't necessarily make you a cat person, but I'm not a cat person, even though I've had cats in the past. I don't really know a lot about what they look like, since I don't study and draw them. Although I really do need to do that, because I was thinking of going into portraiture. You know, like pet portraits and people portraits. That's one of those things where you can make... It's like, your work does not have to be collectible to make money doing commissions. Like collectible pieces, well-known artists, that whole deal. But it doesn't have to have a lot of collectability, because portraits are about the person or having them done. You know, it's kind of like it's like a flex when people have their own portrait painted. It's like a flex, and they're trying to tell people, hey, I have more money than you. So it's not like you have to worry much about, oh, is there a market for this? Yeah. And your work doesn't necessarily have to be collectible. And when it comes to pet portraits, people like me at least, I gotta remember to use the button. People like me are far more apt to spend money on their pets than themselves. Like, I would easily have a pet portrait done of my dog. Maybe not of myself. So I think portraiture would be a little more stable of a field. I'm currently learning from a guy who he paints by like painting the skull first. Sorry if you can hear me chugging coffee. It's coffee ASMR. Just think of it that way. You know, this is Third Coffee Studio. I don't know how you can be here expecting a coffee-free stream. So he starts off drawing the skull, and I had an art instructor a long time ago who was adamant about drawing bones. In fact, I remember coming into class one day, and there was a tall stool, just the little round seat things, and like a bar stool in the middle of the room, and it was a skull sitting on there. And I don't know if it was a real human skull or not, but it was a skull, human skull, or a facsimile thereof. And that was the assignment. In fact, every day, I think, well, she had this hanging skeleton, like for anatomy skeleton. And so she would roll the thing up, and you'd have to draw different parts of it for the day. And that's like a Leonardo da Vinci thing, I think I probably don't have my history exact. I think that his whole deal was, because he drew those very first anatomical drawings. That was him. Like literally modern medicine was invented by an artist. And I think his whole curiosity was was art related. I don't think he was giving a crap about medicine. I don't know. I feel like he was just trying to figure out how to paint better by like figuring out what was underneath. Because at the time it was very taboo to open up dead bodies. That's why the medical profession was kind of crappy. It's just sort of like a self-hindrance, probably because of religious stuff. So I think that's why he did that. And so now there's like a ton of artists who, and art teachers, art instructors that basically teach anatomy. Like for that reason. And I'm starting to get it. Before I thought, well, this is total crap. I hate this. And so I stopped doing it. Well, I didn't stop doing it, but I didn't like add it into my work or anything. But now, watching someone else go through the process and I need a better spot of red. It's a little smudgy in spots. Watching someone else go through the process and laying out like the bones of the skull and stuff first, and then painting the skin and everything on top of it, it made a lot of sense. In fact, it seems like it's kind of easier to spot those landmarks. The more I look at it, it seems like it's easier for me to, at least for me, to see where all those things are. It's easier than looking at a face. Hey Kyoki, welcome in. How long have I been doing art? Oh, a long time. Although I had taken many years break. But I started painting when I was 15, I think. And as young as I sound, I'm actually 51. No kidding. But I took a long break. And I mostly painted oils, like landscapes. And then I did graphite. Like photorealistic graphite and pen and ink stippling. What? Oh, the age thing? I know. Eventually I'll have a cam on instead of this frog. Although I think some would prefer the frog. My frog avatar. But eventually I'll have a cam and then everyone will see how incredibly old I am. But I took a long break. So I don't know if it counts to say that I've been an artist for that long. Also, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. And if not, I get it. The world is stressful. I know a lot of people say 20s or so. I think I sound like a teenager. In fact, I sounded like this. I sounded like this as a teenager. That was it. I wish I still looked like I was a teenager. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out fur. And as you can see, this is a cat, right? A frog riding on a cat. Because I do frog stuff. In fact, I could bring in a couple of pieces. Where is, here's one that I did. Here, do this. I can't ever grab the edges of it. Although this is, I would like to get back to doing them this sketchy, but I tend to over render. But anyway, this is kind of what I do. Frog stuff. Some of it's real frogs, some of it's weird frogs. Usually there's a frog involved. Okay. Let's get rid of the lines on the face. I'm gonna try to come up with a plan for, yikes, wrong color. I'm gonna try to come up with a plan for how we do this fur stuff. I feel like we're gonna do layers. That's the plan, at least, to do, I don't know. I also need to tighten up on the eyes. I don't know what I want to do with that nose. Thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed. I'm a little bit obsessed with frogs. But it's I guess obsessed in a good way, right? We'll figure out the nose later. Okay. Where's my cat at? Okay, so if we... First of all, let's explore our brushes, because I only use like 2 brushes. And I know I have like a bunch of I have a bunch of brushes I don't use, so maybe we can find something. Skin, no. These all came in, well, these are part of a Mark Brunet brush pack that I got. And out of all that, I still only use 1 brush. I don't see anything that would help with fur. Metabang? You mean like the drawing app? This is Clip Studio. Clip Studio Paint. I have not used the other. Skin, filler. I thought I had like a hair texture thing in here. With the brush it would be a little bit different. Like if I had a physical brush in my hand. I thought I had a hairbrush. Here, I do have a hairbrush. Alright, let's see what we can do with that. Let's do on the fur layer, just to see what that looks like. It looks like nothing because we have the same color. We're not. This is not a real thing. I'm just trying to figure out the texture. If I use this other thing as a guide, and here's the picture I'm going to use today. It's real tiny to try and figure out how to put stripes on this cat. Underneath, I'm going to put these colors, and then I'm going to try to go over it with the texture. So right now, I'm just sort of experimenting with the texture, which I don't know if this is gonna work or not. We also have a smudge, so I could get my brush back. We could lay in some stuff like that, and I could go to my smudge and, you know, do stuff like that. So there could be some cool effects in there, but I don't know. This is all just an experiment right now. Mr. Atomic, it's good to see you. So far we don't have any weirdness with the thing, and my desktop window manager is only taken 3.9% instead of 23%. So even though the thing that you looked up had mentioned that the opposite would be the answer, I think for me, turning it on was the answer. I don't know. It is. But now I don't know if that means we have to be besties or not. I'm still trying to figure out the finer points of that contract. Because it's very possible that you fixed the problem, just not in the way you intended. I'm trying to figure out if it counts or not. You can't enter into a best friend contract lightly. I mean, with Refraction, there was like months of of contract negotiations. Alright, so let's... Okay, here's basic cat. And here we're just gonna grab... I don't know, let's grab this. Does that make me a mortal enemy because I may have inadvertently suggested causing the problem? No. Of course not. There's no way you could ever be a mortal enemy. Alright, so let's... The plan is to get... how does it go? Like this? To get the stripes in. Although it's difficult to kind of foreshorten these on the other side. This is going to take a while. So... Any cat experts can tell me if we're doing it wrong. So I'm figuring we do something like this, and then on top we do another layer. First stripes. Fur. So if we do how do we do that? Well, what if we do a lighter color? I don't know if this is gonna work. It just kind of cuts through it. It doesn't really do a lot. I don't really want to cover this whole cat with this stuff. Let's erase that. Try again. It kind of gives like a direction. It'll be fine for doing like the ear hairs. Maybe we don't have to do it all over the whole thing. Also, hello, Ramdan. I answered your question, but I didn't actually say hello specifically. Welcome in. Let's go down to the cat thing. I feel like this ear is a bit short. Maybe we should do that. Alright, let's back up through that and see if we can do something with that. What if we put this down? And kind of smudge it around a little bit? Well, we're not exactly smudging, but kind of painting over stuff. It kind of gives it some direction. We have to obscure it a little bit as we go over it. How about the smudge? I don't know if this has worked or not. Welcome in, Arpeggiatura. Mr. Atura. I don't know if I'm liking this. Let's this is all going to get erased in a second. Now we're just doing like little trial patches. So if I take this again, and come down here to stripe layer. Well, let's see. I didn't think we'll make a new stripe color. So I can grab that again. What if we draw them more like that? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That we'll have to do all that. Like draw each hair. Individually. Damn. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Okay, so we'll do something like that. We'll get rid of that layer. And then we'll just redo these. And I'll start off with maybe we'll get some other brush. Also maybe having the opacity off or on. would help. If they have like one that goes this way. I should zoom in on this other one. So I can't really see the individual hair directions, but all right, let's do this. Let's get rid of all this. This should all be on that one layer, okay. And I will use this layer to like lightly sketch in the lines. We just have to draw the pattern. And just sort of foreshorten these things. Or, I don't know, perspective them. I'm not sure what you'd call this. Just figuring out the equivalent for the other side here, because it's going to distort as it gets from, you know, the closer part to the further part. Now this goes out, in, like this. Also, let's turn brush size back on with that. Hey, Gamion. Welcome. We're figuring out cat fur. And you're a cat dude, right? So feel free to make mention of any like cat inconsistencies in the stripes that we're drawing on this cat. Like, no, they don't really have that. This particular breed does not have stripes in that spot, or, you know, something like that. Kind of like how I am with frogs. Point of fact, sir, but frogs. The North American green tree frog actually extends as far up into as far as southern Missouri. It's not strictly southeast. Which is true. He looks worried. He's worried because I'm drawing him. He's like, he's not going to draw me very well, I know it. Well, You're right. Oh, cat of red. I have to fix this face a little bit. All right. We have to draw whisker shapes. Or not whisker shapes, but these little... like where the roots go in. Like that. Like that. Wait, a thrill ride of personality. I think we should get rid of this part. Charming, inventive, not to mention... Wait, are we getting inventive from the expression on this cat? Is that what's going on? I should be erasing these things. Instead, I'm just painting white on top of the other stuff. See, it's all still there. You can even see the correction I made with the legs today. Like it's, I don't know, it's animating them. Manual animation. Odin level. I don't know. I think you're I think you're stretching it. I think you're stretching the truth a little. It's good to see you, Arpeggiatura. I hope you're having a good day so far. We'll add this shadow in later. And I don't want to jinx it, but the brush doesn't feel swimmy anymore. Even over here, this is usually where it happens, and there's a weird little swimmy feel. Swimmy means like it's moving slightly slower, and I have the stabilization at 20. It shouldn't feel swimmy at all. So, I don't know. I think that means that Siler fixed my problem. It means we're besties now. What is this other thing I've got on here? Oh, I like that Chewbacca emote. I'm gonna fix this smudginess. I think we're developing a plan though. Right. Whose emote is that? Chewy Yay. Oh, really? That's a global? Do I have that? I don't think I have that one. That's probably from another thing, right? But isn't it like, you know, like the sleepover emotes and stuff you got for... What was that one where we got those from? I never got all the sleepover emotes either. I wanted to have both of them. Aren't they pajamas? They're like pajama emotes. We'll do pink for the nose, right? Also, Arpeggiatura, I like that, I like that background color you've got on that emote there. I don't like especially vivid, bright colors. I like that when it's kind of a toned down magenta. Kind of like a little bit of a blue in it. Yeah. Add a little bit of gray in it. Dog noses have like a pink, but it's like a gray pink. I'm not a fan of pink, but it not by itself, but pink also has a lot of I mean, it's just a red, right? You can do a lot of cool stuff with that. I think this needs to be redder. Yikes, that's too red. little bit. How does one cat nose? How dost thou cat nose? It's kind of flat on the top, right? And then we'll add like a blackish tinge, like that. And there's a nostril over here. Like that. That's a little wonked. Turn pressure opacity and just glide over the edge of that pink so some of it shows through. Yeah. Something like that. Kind of a placeholder. Okay, coffee chug. I'm gonna have to work out this face a little better too. So we're just gonna stay on this spot. Was I using this one? No. All right. Maybe like this. I was doing some whiskers before, so there's some remnants right here, which is going to be annoying until I cover them up. On that layer, I hope. Alright. So I feel like the cat's looking a little derpy. How about this? What if this doesn't come down far enough? Like more of a chin. less dirt, and a little better. Kinda. Okay, so let's try to dial this in a little. I think this is fine. We're gonna have to tighten up on these eyes as well. Although I want to just start painting fur, but these eyes are terrible. I hesitate to completely redraw this eye, but I think I'm gonna have to completely redraw this eye, like both of them. Maybe that'll work, that color. Alright, so this is the nose part, and then there should be these should be closer to the center. So like, because there's like a ridge here, like that. Like that, maybe. And like this. And that. Okay, so let's scrub this out and try and realize this eye shape a little better. Yeah, well, it's gonna make it easier, because then I won't have to make adjustments later once we have these eyes set. Although I wanted to just jump into making the fur, but I'm gonna have to spend time on the eyes. I just scrub that out. So I don't even know what color I was using originally. I think it was this. So it's looking forwardish, and I've got them sort of like they're looking straight at us when they need to be, instead of like this, they need to be like this, right? It needs to be sort of distorted, so we see the half moon shape of the lens from the side view, like that, instead of perfectly round. Alright, if that's good, then I feel like this is probably too large though. I add a little bit of space here, and we'll deal with the colors later. So what I plan to do is do something like this. I don't know. I feel like it needs to be like this. Like light in the center. Iconic. Oh, I see what you did there. It's very frustrating to draw like that. There's always that one spot where your hand just does not want to go. Alright, so wants a little bit of an edge. Like I want another edge inside here. Like right there where we can see from here to the inner thickness. Like this kind of dark pink color. I think it's this spot here. I'm not loving that. Still looks terrible. It just looks bad. Like all over. Maybe that's it. Oh yeah, it's terrible. We're just making it worse now. I don't want to be messing with the this eye all day long, but now I'm kind of stuck. Because we're definitely going to be working on this eye all day long. Let's use this black color. Still hate it. I'm gonna get stuck. I can feel it in my bones. We're gonna be doing this all day. Wow, imagine spending this much time on an eye. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be stuck. Yeah, it looks gross. Let's try again. Okay, less horrible. By a small measure. Now we have to do the other side. This still looks terrible. But it's as good as I can get it. For now. This is too much. This is not enough. Like it's too clear in here. Like there's too much, it's too visible. It shouldn't be like this. Here, we'll do this. I may have ruined it. I didn't like it before though, so it's not like it's truly ruined. Yeah, it's too much. Whatever this is just too much. It shouldn't be there or something. But then this is too large. I feel like I'll have to redraw the eye, which I don't want to do. But this is too much. Maybe that's okay. Yeah, it's still too much. It's too much of whatever. I don't even know, because I can't articulate how much I hate it. I can't articulate why I hate it. It just feels very wrong. I feel like I'm completely doing this wrong. And now I'm deathly afraid that we're gonna just take the entire stream to mess around with this eye. I'm in full panic mode right now. As calm as I sound, I am freaking out on the inside. Now I have to learn how to breathe. Okay. This looks awful. I hate it. But whatever. I don't think I can do better than that, unfortunately. We have to do the other eye now. I promise I was gonna do fur today. I'm sorry. I know it says so in the video. Video description. It wasn't intended to be clickbait. I'm just inept, basically. The eyes are probably too big. Damn it. A little bit of a input lag there. But we still seem to be okay. We're not getting swimmy. The BFF application will be approved. Okay, let's clean up this grossness. If that's at all possible. This needs to be slightly smaller. We still haven't gotten to the fur yet. I had a plan for the fur and I've kind of forgotten that plan. Also, my mic sounds terrible. I don't like my mic today. I was trying to fix this, but it didn't really get fixed. There. Whew. These eyes are awful. We're gonna have to spend more time working on these. And for some reason this does not seem black enough. Why are these values not darker? Why is it not coloring on top of this? We have the opacity thing on. It shouldn't be this smudgy. but it is. I know, I'm going to zoom in and over render. It is my want. Yuck. Anyway, we'll just ignore it. Try to do other stuff. I'm tired of working on an eye. I don't want to take the whole stream to do it. So just skip ahead. Do something other than mess with an eye that I can't fix. Okay. Nope, wrong layer. So what was the plan again? I mapped these out. And I guess we just draw them. Do I want that back on or not? Okay, I guess that's what we're doing. I was hoping there was like something easier than this. There was not. I blame Woo Woo. Sorry. I'm trying to remember which way to go with these. Again, on the bright side, we still haven't had any mouse cursor freakouts or stylus freakouts. Yeah, I'm trying to reverse these in my brain. It's not much of a brain, so this is the problem. I don't like that. Something's happening at least. Okay, moving on. Slowly. Let's do the other direction. Because when they come this way and then go up, I really don't know what is dictating the direction. It just sort of feels like they want to go that way. If you know what I mean. I was hoping that I'd find like some tips and tricks on how to draw fur, but I think there's no trick to it. I think the tip is draw fur. There's the tip. Here's how to draw fur. Draw the fur. Basically. No, I think we're going the wrong direction with these. Hmm. How about that instead? Wow, 2 hours on the eye. I'm gonna beat myself up about that all day now. The problem is that the eye still isn't better. That means we put a lot of time into it for nothing. We won't be able to see this part. We see this one. This should be wider. I wonder if the smudge would help. Okay, that's better. It's giving me more of an effect. There we go. It's starting to give me wispy fur bits now. Okay, I think panic mode is starting to dwindle. What do you think of that? The effect that it's giving it now. Like if we do this one, I think this is looking better to me. It's okay to say if it looks crap. Just as long as you can articulate the crap that you see, so that then you can tell me and I can fix it. You know? Like, it's okay to say something is terrible as long as you as long as you articulate it so that I can understand what to change. You think so? I think we have like a system. The other thing that I want to do, so we have to draw them in, but then we have to go through them with the smudge, and then I think oh yeah, stripes, fur, and then fur undercolor, which I don't I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. But what I was thinking is to take this and here, we'll do that. This is what I do my mixing with anyway. Here. So if I take crap. Of course I'm on the wrong layer again. There. Right. So if we can do this and do like of course, it wouldn't be all like over everything like it is right there. I'd be a little cleaner about it, but sort of dabble or dapple in this and some gradation. It's underneath, isn't it? Yeah, stripes are on top. Stripes on top. Laces out. Stripes on top. It should all be going one color, I'm sure. I mean, in one direction. Sorry. My brush here seems to work okay as like a streaky. I mean, I did this so that it would sort of emulate brush strokes. That's how I drew the brush shape for it. But it seems to be doing okay with these things. We'll just grab this one that we've already got. No, I don't. I want that over a dark. And then we'll start mixing on the spot. Oh, I don't know now. Is it too much? I want to do the rest of it, but I feel like I'm also looking at a picture of a cat. Just in case anyone was wondering. I guess he's looking at cats right now. Yes, we are using a cat reference for the stripes. And it does have some other colors in it, so I just sort of got an idea to give that a try. It's not like it has to be a real cat, right? But there's some cool stuff we could do with the smudge. You know, put those little fluffy bits up there by the ear. Like that. Like that. Stop. Stop doing the voice. Alright, let's go back. I feel like this could work, but it needs to be all over. Like the whole thing. Yeah, it could be something like that. And then we just sort of overlap them. I think I need some more color, or need to make different color choices. So let's figure out that little thing later. I think that wasn't bad though. Actually. So let's keep doing this. And I apologize for any cat inaccuracies. Alright, let's just delete that layer. And we'll go back to the appropriate layer. We'll say that's covered. And that should be in this direction. Crap. I know I say that a lot today. Or have said that a lot today. This way, this way. And come down around this way. Something like that. Well, no one's gonna look at him. I'm just freaking out. There. Behold, tedium. I don't want to hit these too hard or it'll smudge them out. You can't even see them. for a change. Okay, that's looking good. I think we're starting to get the hang of it. Slightly less stressful as we continue. And when I post this to Blue Sky, I'm hoping to get comments about the fur. They'll be like, oh, I love the frog, and then I'll be angry. I'll be like, what about the cat? You didn't say anything about the cat. Did you like the cat? Oh yeah, the cat was fine. And then I'll be mad because I spent all that time and nobody noticed all the work on the cat fur. Alright, how else do we do this? Now I'm just adding stripes. We're off the reference now. Alright, body stripes. What I'd like to do is do something with this. like do this jaw head separation here. These streaks. Instead of having a hard line on it. What if we get rid of that entirely? Okay. That's what we do. I have to fix the nose. It needs to be wider. You know what? We could do like multiple colors. What if we did that? Instead, like what I was trying to do before was do like this. And then what if we smudge? Oh, not like that. In directions that are more sensible. Sort of follow the grain of the fur. That makes it kind of shaggy. Although I'm not really sure if this is working. I'd have to do it over the entire thing, and I don't know if we want to do that. But it's an idea. We're gonna stick with this for now. Because it's so far, this is what's working. So how do these stripes go? We'll give ourselves some guidelines. When they meet like that. And they change direction though, don't they? Like, now they go around that way, and like that, something like that. I'll go to my reference here and see what its legs look like. It kind of goes across them in roundy, leggy stripes. Like it wraps around like bands, but they something like that. Yeah? Okay. Meow? We could make them longer too. They're gonna go. The problem is fur changes direction a lot in whorls, right? There's weird little spirally bits, and then it changes direction, goes off in another direction. So you have whorls down in here and back here and at the elbows, which is what causes that little bit of fluff to stick out off elbows. And it's also what happens up in here, where it's going one way and then abruptly turns and goes up the ears. So I'm just trying to, and maybe we should go longer with these two. You liking it? Okay. I'm sort of instinctively moving these things in directions I think they should go, but I feel like it's not, because it should go this way, like that, but it feels like the directions of the stripes sort of want to go in this way. But I feel like I'm wrong. Like it's going this way and then changes direction. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to work out. Is these direction changes. I think that's what I was talking about before, but I didn't really articulate it in a way that a non-crazy person could understand it. Yeah, it does not feel right. No, I still feel like it wants to go the other direction. It's just weird. Weird cat hair stuff. At least we kind of have been figuring out fur some. No, I don't like that. Get in a pet portraiture, they said. You'll make money, they said. Well, they didn't tell me about all this. I imagine it kind of comes up here into the armpit. I mean, I may not know cats, but I know dogs. I feel like that should be a quote. We can also do multiple layers of this too. Pekka Pekka. Am I saying that right? Welcome in. I'm trying to figure out hair today. I think we've figured out kind of a method for now. So what I'm doing is I'm drawing these in by hand, and then I'm using the smudge tool to do these things. The finger smudge. This is Clip Studio. I'm just using the fingertip smudge that's sort of one of the default brushes. I don't know how we're gonna do more, but for now, I think this is way better than what I was doing. So I'm taking it. I'm just gonna take the win, or call it a win, and not go further for now. Like that. So this is how we're doing it so far. I might do some other layers too with other bits of color. I think I need more material right here. You love my, well, thank you very much. This is, if you haven't seen the whole thing, this is a frog. You may not have expected this. I draw a lot of frogs. Sometimes I draw real frogs. Sometimes I draw real weird frogs. And this is a weird one. Actually, this is looking okay so far. I was kind of stuck on the cat fur. So, I'm actually kind of happy about that. I was I was despondent. There, if I increase the smudge size, that kind of helps. We'll add a little bit of randomness. This cat hasn't groomed in a while. I need a name for this cat. We need a name for the whole piece. I've just been calling it Frog on Cat. I don't know if that's a good name or not. I'm probably not. That's looking good. I like this spot. I can also push it in the other direction and kind of tighten up on these. I may have wanted to go the other direction with that. I think I want to... I know it's down this way, but I still feel like it wants... Like, I know the direction of the hair goes this way, but I still feel like it looks better to go this way. Like we're kind of going the opposite direction, but I don't know. I like the look of it that way better. We should probably do thicks and thins too. Like that. And do shorter strokes. Now that one stands out a little too much though. But they do, like in a reference I was looking at before, they do seem to get thicker around the legs. But there are certain bands that are thicker up here too. Alright, let's see. Oh, that brush is way too big. Why did I resize it? Maybe it does like a little direction change. Like that. No, I want more of an angle. Like there. Like another direction change. And kind of wrap it around this. All right. I think that's looking better. Oh, we need to do the back. We're not going to see much, but it's still there. Because I don't know, it feels wrong if this is not here. Like your eye still expects part of the cat to be here. I don't know how the back stripes go. I guess maybe just like this. something. Not too much because it's not going to read. Like push it in both directions to kind of keep it tight. Yeah. It's still very loose, but for now, as far as like getting like a cool streaky fur effect, I think this is a good step in the right direction. I can start working out like ways to add on to it, make it better. I don't like that. No. Darn it. What was that? No, somehow... What key was I hitting to make that happen? I think I was hitting the Windows key. I hate the Windows key. We had a brush lag. But fortunately, usually when those brush lags happen, we have the weird cursor behavior, which we have not had. Just get rid of these little bits. Any of the lines that I put in there will smudge them out a little bit. Just because I don't feel like erasing or painting over them. I don't know, I think that's progress. I think we're going to call it for today. I want everyone to have a great day. Those who are watching here on or over on Twitch, the VOD will be available on YouTube. Follow my YouTube. Here. Follow my YouTube. Follow my social. Come by, hang out with us Friday through Sunday. Eventually I'll start making real YouTube videos. This is, yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm having more fun with this than I was before. And I'll maybe expand these and do more of this. And as it is, let's call it. Everyone have a really great day. And I'll be back next Friday. Frog Friday.